Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for Christ College for inviting me to speak in this important event. Why important? I hope I'll be able to describe in the next 10-15 minutes. It is little strange to talk about the importance of mother tongue in a language which is not my mother tongue. But I think the beauty is in that confusion that I have right now. You all will have that confusion pretty much every day in your life, especially in Bangalore. Unlike many other Indian states, Bangalore is, many other Indian cities, Bangalore is special because when you go out, let's say you go out for 8 hours work day or 10 hours you roam around and then come back, you would have heard a minimum of 5 languages, if not 10 or 15. It's very common. You don't have to make an attempt at all. You'll hear it automatically. Are you able to hear me properly? Okay. So you'll hear it automatically. You don't have to make any extra effort at all. It'll happen very naturally. The beautiful moments are when I don't even know what language it is. When I know what language it is, I can at least make some guess of what they're talking about. Sometimes I'll be in metro and then suddenly somebody behind me will be talking in phone very passionately. It'll be so beautiful. The tone, there will be some little music in it, but I don't even know what language it is. In fact, many times I don't even know whether it's an Indian language or not. Only based looking at the person's face, I'll be guessing. Okay, it must be some Indian language which I am not aware of. What a beautiful experience which you get every day. Diversity is part of life, part of world. In fact, when I go for my walks, one thing that I notice, it may be strange for you, but I like it, is these leaves in trees, plants, and not flowers, not fruits. I look at the leaves. Have you observed that no two plants have the same kind of leaf? Either shape will be different, or the color will be different, or the size will be different, or the way leaves are arranged will be different. There will be something different between two plants. We all know leaves scientifically what they do. They produce food for the plant to survive. That's all a leaf is supposed to do. Nature could have easily taken a common shape like this and given that leaf to every plant in the world, right? But it didn't do it. At least you can argue that plants in desert and all may need special kind of leaves. They may need extra protection and all those things. But plants in Bangalore, like 100 different types of plants and 100 different types of leaves. Why? It looks absolutely unnecessary. So this is where we need to move beyond science and think of the probably trigger the art part of your brain. The nature wants to bring that diversity, not just in plants. Look at the animals. Look at the fishes. Everything. That difference is brought for a reason. It is brought for us to understand that we are unique yet different. And there is a beauty in that unity in diversity. For example, my mother tongue is Tamil. And I can talk very comfortably in Tamil. It is probably same for you, for your own mother tongues. You will be able to express yourself much better in your own mother tongue than any other language. We may know 5 languages, 10 languages, but somehow we feel very connected. We feel that's part of our identity. We feel that's how we think. I work in the software industry for the past 25 plus years. And throughout my career, I've been thinking in Tamil, translating it in English, and then saying it to people. When they give an answer, I automatically translate it back to Tamil and then understand it and process it. This whole thing happens naturally, automatically, without any lag time. And the best part is, science says it makes me better. That means knowing more than one language and being able to keep one language, in fact, more than 2 is even better. So when you know multiple languages, you still have your base. That is some place from which you start. For example, when an Indian goes to US or goes to UK or some other place, and spends, let's say they spend in dollars, but their mind will be converting it to rupees. Okay, how many rupees it is? It will be automatically happening. The reverse is also true. When we get foreign visitors to our office, when they ask, hey, how much was the food bill? Let's say we say 10,000 rupees, whatever it is. So they automatically calculate it in dollar and say, oh, it is this many dollars, not bad. Something like that. So it happens very naturally. Just like that, in terms of language also, science says that being multilingual people and being able to have more than one language in our life and being able to map it to our mother tongue and think in that language and do it automatically, all that extra brain processing is so useful to us. So whether you think scientifically or whether you think like an arts person, mother tongue influence is something which is part of us and it is something which is making us. At least with my example, I can say very confidently, having mother tongue influence and thinking in my mother tongue has always helped me, even though I didn't get to work in my mother tongue. For example, in my office, even if other person speaks in Tamil, we'll be speaking in Tamil about kapi kuchingla, epo vandinga, sappingla, and all those things, small chit chat. But the moment the work related things start, we switch to English, and I don't see it as a weakness. I see it as a strength. Of course, I'll be happy for a day when we all can work in our own mother tongues and can make full use of that. Yes, that might happen and we'll be happy for that. But yet, we should be happy about the diversity this whole environment brings. And we should resist any attempts to bring unnecessary uniformity. I think you have to underline that word unnecessary. These days, people are talking. I've even heard things like, okay, why do we need so many languages? Why people are becoming so passionate about one language over the other? Why can't we just switch to a common language? Which is that common language is a separate politics. Let's not get into that. But the point is that bringing that common language uniformity is like, you look at our cities. They start looking pretty much the same way. Whether you go to Bengaluru or Mumbai or New York or any other city, they start looking similar, right? We are slowly losing that uniqueness. Instead, if you go to a second level city or probably third level city or better a village, you can look at a house. You can look at the way it is constructed. You can look at certain features of the house, certain features of the roof itself. And you can say that I'm in this area, I'm in Kerala, I'm in Karnataka, I'm in this location. They're slowly losing that in other aspects. And there are attempts to bring language uniformity, which I personally feel is totally unnecessary. Not just unnecessary, in the long term, it will only bring damage. It's like this, imagine that you are in a video game. And the video game has a lot of colors. And somebody says, hey, guess what? We don't need these many colors. Let's change everything to 3 colors, 4 colors, 2 colors, or whatever it is. It may be... Yeah, sure, please. Okay. It may be efficient in the short run, but the experience will be lost. Because, like I said earlier, the world is diverse. And anything that we try to do against the nature of the world will only hit us back. We have seen it in many things. Food, simple. The day we started moving away from all our unique food habits, specific dishes and all, and started having printed food, which is easy to make, easy to sell, easy to consume also, very convenient, but we started having other health problems and other issues, which we wouldn't have imagined 20, 30 years back when we tried to bring that uniformity. I feel the same will happen to language also. So we all should become ambassadors for our own languages, our own mother tongues. So make sure you speak in your mother tongue to people who belong to your language, preferably to others also. Encourage them. When you have your children, make sure they learn your language. It is your duty to take the language to the next generation. Beyond that, it becomes their duty to take it to the next generation. The more we maintain this diversity, the better this world will be. The world will be so beautiful with multiple languages, and Bangalore itself is a proof for that. And it's not the matter of efficiency, it's a matter of unity in diversity, which is having so many benefits which cannot be explained in words. So I hope you are all able to take this message and your own mother tongues to as many generations as possible, and India will continue to remain a diverse country when it comes to language. We will adopt more languages, but will always be passionate and happy about our mother tongue and feel it is our identity and continue to do so. Thanks for the opportunity to meet the artist.